Look, guys, full disclosure, I am not a big fan of the whole Five Nights at Freddy's thing anyway, so the odds are already stacked against me. But even if you are and you like this movie, God bless you, because this was one massive pile of shit. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 stars Josh Hutcherson, Piper Rubio, Elizabeth Lael, and is directed by Emma Tammy.
Oh no.
They're out there, Mike.
Where?
What's up, guys? Welcome to another brand new 2025 review. I am squeezing in a lot of movies that I haven't seen at the end of the year. I just reviewed Begonia. That review is coming out really soon, probably after this one, because I kind of want to get this one out now. I literally just came in from the theater. I said, why not? Let's go check out Five Nights at Freddy's 2. But I will say I was not a fan of the first one. Had a lot of problems in the horror department. I don't care what the property is. If you're showing off-screen kills for 95% of the movie, it gets annoying, okay? That was kind of my big thing. And unlikable characters, all right? But I think compared to this movie, the first movie looks pretty damn good, okay? Because this was absolute trash. It was just horrible. And I saved the word trash for when it's definitely needed. And my God, I felt like I wanted to. I almost left the theater early. And I never do that. But I was just like, please, please, please let this in. So, you know what? I'm going to give it its fair due, though. Let's give it the plot synopsis. Let's give you some pros and cons, if there are any pros. I will try my best, okay? Matter of fact, I'll tell you what. I will try to find one good thing about this movie, all right? One good thing I will try to do, okay? But first, let's give you a quick plot synopsis. Now, in this movie, there is another Freddy's restaurant. I guess it was the first one or something like that, because it's got some differences than the one that was in the last movie, which surprises our main character, Mike, played by Josh Hutcherson. But his sister, Abby, is missing, I guess, her quote-unquote friends, the helpers from the previous movie. And so she's suffering with some of those issues. But there are these ghost hunters led by McKenna Grace. They're there to meet this guy by the name of Michael to intercept him. He's sort of an important character in the movie, who's only in the movie for maybe 2 minutes. He shows up at the beginning and then like at the very end of the movie. And if that pissed you off that I said that, I'm sorry, okay? But I hate this movie so much that I don't care if you yell at me. But yeah, she's a group of ghost hunters. They go into this particular Freddy's, and there's this ghost of Charlotte, or I don't know if you call it a ghost. It's got to be a ghost, right? Charlotte was the daughter of this character played by Skeet Ulrich, who's in the movie for half a second. When Mike, yes, there's a Mike and a Michael in this movie because they could not, I guess there were no names left, so they had Mike and Michael. But the main character, Mike, Josh Hutcherson, goes to Skeet Ulrich's house. I'll just call him Skeet, okay? And Skeet, before he leaves, gives him this plot device that's extremely important that would probably never happen in real life. Just a complete stranger. Oh, by the way, here, take this plot device. But yeah, he takes the plot device over to the Freddy's 1. We'll call it Freddy's 1, okay? And then there's a big showdown at the final act of the movie. All right. And Vanessa is back. She's dealing with the trauma from her father, played by Matthew Lillard, the Scream reunion, people, who's also in the movie for like half a second. But to give credit, Matthew Lillard does a good job in the part that he's in. You know, he has to show some craziness, some emotion, and he does it quite well. Not that Skeet's not good, but I think Matthew had more fat to chew on in his particular role. I think Matthew Lillard likes playing a bad guy, too, because he does it pretty well. And by the way, I'm a big fan of Matthew Lillard's acting, okay? Just to timestamp this video. And Quentin Tarantino says he's seen Scream, but I don't think he truly watched it, because if you say that Matthew Lillard is a bad actor after watching that movie, then something is wrong. I don't care how great of a director you are. Also, Newman is in here. Wayne Knight from Seinfeld, he has a part in here. He's this asshole teacher. And why is everybody an asshole to Abby in this movie? He's the guy that you love to hate in this. So there's a lot of moving parts in this second movie, no pun intended. And yes, you do get some of the Five Nights robots, you know, the good ones and the bad ones. Although some of them kind of show up at the last minute. 2 and 2, you can put that together. I'll start with the one thing that I liked, and I'll call it potential, okay? Potential, because there is a Charlotte taking the form of one of the characters. And if you've seen the trailer, I'm sure it probably shows that, I don't care, I'll tell you, I don't care, okay? Be mad. McKenna Grace, she gets possessed by the ghost of Charlotte. That is the only cool part of the movie. She looks pretty damn cool. And I think if they would have capitalized on that, but she's only in the movie for half a second, at least that particular version of the character, then maybe we had something here. But I think because there's so many moving parts in this movie that they can't like stay focused on one thing for too long enough for you to actually care what's going on. So yeah, that was really the only good thing about the movie. And it's not even good because it wasn't properly utilized, okay? And look, here's the big thing. One, movie's boring as fuck. It's really, really boring, okay? Two, every character, especially the big name characters in this, they are collecting a check. They could care less, all right? Josh Hutcherson, McKenna Grace, Elizabeth Lail. Those three, you can almost catch them rolling their eyes. You can almost catch them rolling their eyes as they are finishing up their lines in this movie. Luckily, they cut the camera before their eyes started rolling up into the back of their head. Because, wow, this movie is so freaking forgettable and safe and lame. And there's really no effective scares, you know, because it's that type of movie, right? But you get the jump scare sound constantly through the movie. Even in some scenes that aren't even necessarily scares, they say, hey, we got an extra jump scare sound over here. Let's go ahead and use it, okay? Because we paid for it. Let's throw it in here. You know, and so you get the boom. As those sounds are happening, you're doing this. The entire movie. It is annoying. I almost am curious to go back and check out the first movie because at least that one is structured better. But this one is just a mess of a movie. It is easily one of the worst movies of the year. And there's no saving it. If a movie makes me want to leave it before it's over, then you know it's bad, okay? Because there haven't been too many movies at all that I've wanted to walk out of. Even if I watch them at home wanting to leave my couch. I'll usually suffer through a bad movie. But this one almost took the cake. So yeah, massive 2 hours lost for this movie. Luckily, McKenna Grace kind of saves it, gets it away from a looped in hell, okay? But yeah, don't go see Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Even though this movie made like $64 million, I have lost all faith in humanity. How in the hell can this movie make that much money when you got movies like Begonia and Hamnet and a lot of other great movies making a small fraction of that? That's just insane. I don't know. I'll have to look up and see what Begonia made. It's been out for a while, but I know for a fact Hamnet didn't make that much, okay? But yeah, this was just bad. Really, really bad. Did you like it? I respect it if you liked it. Let me know why you liked it down in the comments, okay? Also, subscribe to the second channel, Drumdums Xtra, where you'll get the live stream clips, the other types of content. Go over there. You'll check it out. I'm in a pissed off mood today after watching this movie. Jesus. Come over to Killer Flicks where we talk horror all day and every day, and on Fridays we do FIFA on Fridays. Follow me at Drumdums on my social, support me on Patreon, become a channel member, buy me a coffee. You know, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a day, and Drumdum out.